Well, I finally finished Blood and Wine. Now, after Hearts of Stone, you knew that this one was coming. And a plus side to all this, while I was searching around my closet and everything, I found this, my Wolf Medallion from the Witcher games. So, I guess you could tell that I'm a big Witcher fan, and I'm still shocked that I did not get these DLCs a long time ago. But anyway, I finally got them, I finally finished this one, so let's get started. So, in Blood and Wine, it starts off with Geralt somewhere in Velen. He gets a contract that takes him to this small town where two knights from Tucson are there to pick him up, but also they're trying to help out this town with a bunch of bandits, whatever. And that plot absolutely goes nowhere, but they take Geralt back to Tucson, and that's where this whole thing gets pretty darn amazing. I'll give it that. Now, there's only two Tucsons that I've ever heard of. There's one in this game and a crappy town in Arizona, but then again, what town in America is not crappy? So anyway, as soon as Geralt gets there, this giant just shows up out of nowhere. He has this weird-looking headset on and everything, and immediately when I saw that, I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna love this, and I'm gonna be here for a while. But anyway, you defeat the giant, you head to an inn where you find this shady girl that is walking around. She's kind of a suspect in a way because, well, why would they show it in that case? But then again, Geralt's investigating where the dead bodies were once seen, leads him back to this one place that will soon be your home. Yeah, spoiler alert, you actually get a home in this game. Where you find that girl again, and turns out she's not a girl, she's a Bruxa, she's a vampire. And right when I saw that, I was thinking, finally, the monster from the trailer that I get to fight. That is so cool. So yeah, that goes down, and it is a whole lot of fun to kill a Bruxa. I'll admit. She moves insanely fast, she knows how to block attacks, and also she can turn invisible, which makes it really complicated to fight a monster like this. So I really appreciate the new monsters to fight and the new strategies that is brought in. It's kind of the same thing with Hearts of Stone, except they only put a few monsters in, and well, a couple of them were kind of the same as the usual monster kills you have, and some of them were just a little bit annoying because they keep scampering away, and yet there's like 10 of them that you gotta fight that keeps jumping at you. Yeah, that was actually kind of annoying, but I really do like the new strategies that you can have with new monsters. And also, another plus with Blood and Wine is that this one has monster contracts, and I'm thinking, finally, I get to kill monsters, new monsters to be exact. I mean, sure, there are still monsters that are the same as in the original Witcher 3 game, and also for Hearts of Stone as well, so it kind of does feel like a whole world. But it also feels like you're going to new lands, so you're coming across new monsters. And that is a big plus in my mind. And also, there are some monsters that you apparently can't kill. Like, for example, this is a spoiler, but it's got nothing to do with the main quest, whatever. It's this form of basilisk that is very rare, and you have the option to either let it live or kill it. It's the last one of its species, so you'll be basically putting a creature to extinction, or you can let it live. What can I say? It's a complicated game, so I did like that. However, there is some downfall to some of the monster contracts. It's not usually contracts to go and kill a monster. Sometimes people just want you to do stuff for them. Like, for example, this one guy gives you a contract, but all he wants to do is go out and take pictures of wildlife. And I'm thinking, well, this is kind of a downer. But then again, he gives you a cool painting in the end with you fighting a monster. So tomato, tomato, whatever. But Tucson is really a gorgeous place. Not only is it just a vineyard masterpiece, but the architecture is amazing. The place is basically art in general. You even do a mission with this one guy who just wants to paint your picture and everything. And the picture that he paints is, well, it's a lot to talk about, but I'll just let you guys play it and let you decide on what you think about it. But if I gotta talk about the main mission, the thing that you have to go after, apparently the monster that is hunting everyone is a higher vampire named Deadloff, who is apparently killing a bunch of people because he believes his lover has been kidnapped and might be manipulated to killing all these people, or he's just doing it because of his blood rage. But in the midst of your first battle with this guy, you meet Regis, who is another higher vampire, but he's also a good guy. And I never expect that from a vampire's perspective. I mean, I always thought vampires were the bad guys, and they were a bunch of killers, and if they were ever good guys, they're as bad as the Twilight movies. But no, Regis is a whole lot of fun. He has a manner of speaking in his speech. He has manners. That's what I'm trying to say. And manners for say, no matter if he's talking about good things, if he's really mad, it's always about how well he can speak. And I really love his vocabulary. It is really cool. Also, I do like the ruler of Tucson, Anna, what's her last name? She's the Duchess. She has more hair than a lion, so I'll give her that. But she's a whole lot of fun as well. She's not that simple, charming queen that has to walk around, be natural all the time. I mean, she is in most scenes, but there are some moments where she'll literally rip off her bottom dress. I mean, she has pants on, so there's nothing revealing. Hop on a horse and just take off for action and everything. And that scene in general was a whole lot of fun to watch. But then again, there's, like Hearts of Stone, there is this background game that you can go to in the main mission where it takes you to another world. Like in Hearts of Stone, it made me feel like I stepped into a Silent Hill game. This one made me feel like I stepped into the fairy tale world of puppies and unicorns. Literally, actually. But they don't do it in a way where you feel like, what the heck is going on? They do it in a way that actually makes sense. And it's a whole lot of fun as well. They have a lot of hilarious moments. They have a lot of tragic moments. In a lot of ways where you can actually see fairy tales going down that road. So I really did like that side scenario. But all mysteries aside, there's a little more to the whole main story in general, which I did enjoy. It surprised me. I loved it. And also it has that choices that you have that the game's really famous for. The choices that you have that lead to the outcome of the whole game in general. So you really have to be careful in how you play the game. And no matter what way you bring it, you always got to play the game again in order to get the better ending, the ending that you want. So I really appreciate that. It's one of the best things that games can do. You know what I mean? It makes you have those choices that will lead you to a different route, and yet have this whole open world that you can really explore. It's everything that a video game should be. The Witcher 3 is the exception of the matter. It's a really good game, and Blood and Wine definitely has its connections with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and I really did enjoy that. Now, the first time I ever heard of Blood and Wine, I saw the trailers, I saw some clips, whatever, and I thought to myself, are you sure this is part of the game series? Because it's really different. And it's different in a good way. Why? Because you're in a land far away. It's a new world. And they also give you the appreciation of what a Witcher deserves when he kills a monster. And I did enjoy that. But also there is some side stuff in this new world that will make you play this game for hours. It is definitely worth getting. I really did enjoy Blood and Wine. How can I describe how great this DLC is? This is what a DLC should be. Just gives you all of this for the price of like $20. And it's definitely worth it. The story is excellent. It's not wasted. The side quests are a whole lot of fun. The contracts are a whole lot of fun. There are some comedic moments. There's some tragic moments. But that's what this game is famous for. So I gotta say, Blood and Wine is definitely worth getting, definitely worth adding on. It is definitely legendary. And just like Hearts of Stone, which I forgot to rate as well, that too is legendary. But if I gotta choose between which one of the two that I would get the most, that is really hard. And that is really rare to see in a game. Sometimes you would have one DLC that they would totally get, and the other one you would forget about. This one, I feel like I want to play both of them all over again. So that's worth getting. So guys, Blood and Wine, have you seen it? What did you think about it? And if I missed anything, just let me know and all such. And, you know, opinions matter on my channel. But whatever you thought, comment below, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.